back to Rebel Ants Radio. For those of you just joining, we apologize for some tech issues up at the start of the hour, but we are here. We are ready to go. My name is Kevin, joined by my co-host, co-partner, co-pilot, Miguel First Knight, and our very special three-peat guest, Eric P. Rhodes. Can you share what the P stands for? Is that a little too much doxing?
No, that's Paul.
Paul. I was going to guess Percival.
Yeah,
That was
that,
close.
that yeah, very close.
I was very close. Oh man! All right, thank you for joining us tonight. I had a full rundown of content that I think we can, have a good convo out of. But you also have some things going on, and so where can people find you if they wanted to find you?
Probably Twitter's X is the easiest at Eric P. Rhodes or EPR.net for the internet.
EPR.net. That's a good domain. I mean, 3 letters.
Yeah,
With
I
the
paid
.net,
for
that's
it.
still pretty good.
Yeah, it costs enough.
Did it really?
Yeah,
You didn't have that for like 20 years?
I wish. No.
I think I've shared it on this, but I had this 4letter.com domain once. It was 13FH, 13FH. I thought I was going to start a hospitality consulting business called 13th Floor Hospitality because hotels don't have a 13th floor because it's bad luck.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take the luck out of operating a hotel. And then I never used it, so I just let the domain go. But man, I wish I would have held on to that. That was probably about 15 years ago.
I spent way too much money on domains in the past.
Yeah. Somebody reached out to us because we have rebelant.io. The owner of .com reached out to us and they said, hey, we want to sell you, because they probably realize there's nothing they can do with theirs, especially if whatever we are, if we're bigger than whatever they are, then they probably have no chance of ever having any name associated with Rebel Ants. And they were not an NFT project, obviously, so I don't know what they were doing anyway with Rebel Ants, but here we are. I'm an avid reader of your newsletter, so thank you for the content that you put out. And if people wanted to read your newsletter or get emails on the reg, EPR.net is the best place to sign up.
Blog.epr.net.
Blog.epr.net. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm going to turn the scene up to where our comments are displayed. Let's see what happens. You just never know. Stand by. We're going to try something.
Sorry, Eric. I've been trying to the new link. We had over 108 people watching, and then we had to end it and start a new one. So trying to post the link everywhere so people know that we had to start a new one.
Yes, Kevin is the worst.
Oh, no.
This was all tested. And I'm not sure what happened.
Is this your first live? Or have you done lives before?
No, we do it every fucking week.
Let me tell you what happened, Eric. Let me what's happening, because we haven't talked in a while. This guy next to me right here, Mr. Producer Extraordinaire, right? Sucks.
Yeah.
So the
I
audio
can't trust my
doesn't
equipment.
matter how many times we've tested it, it still doesn't work when we go live. It works while we're testing it. It just doesn't work when we go live.
And we went live to test it. We tested it on my personal YouTube account, and we listened to it. We tested all the scenarios, and it was fine. And I said, "Going to be flawless as we go." Hold on, I'm going to switch scenes here. Let's see if this works.
Yours?
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Can you hear us?
That's all right. You can?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, Eric. You can hear us?
Yes.
No, maybe not. Okay, good. Then we'll stop. Studio. We'll have some comments feeding back in as people rejoin the broadcast. Let's see. I also wanted to bring up a bunch of links because there was a lot of things I wanted us to talk about. So give me 1 second.
The wide angle camera again, because you keep putting it in, and I feel like that's what's causing.
Hold on. I'll switch the wide angle here. Let's remove. Add that. Add that. Don't worry about that. Can you hear us still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, good. So we got a lot of things to share here.
Can you get rid of the wide angle camera, please?
It's
Just
off.
boot it. Just get
No,
it out
that's
of there.
The primary. That's the primary one. I see what you're saying.
Oh.
Okay. Eric, we have an OpenSea page pulled up here of your latest project. Can we talk about this? Is it too soon?
No, we could talk about it.
Do we
Sure.
need some more foreplay?
No, we could talk about it. Sure. No, whatever you want. Whatever you
I'm
want.
really into foreplay too.
Whatever you want.
We haven't even asked Eric how he's doing.
We did.
Did we?
asked him- Yeah.
Is that what I was?
Eric, would you be watching the Grammys if you weren't joining us right now?
Hell no. Hell no.
I was only interested because Pearl Jam was nominated.
I was not gonna watch it.
And, Pearl Jam hasn't been nominated in many years, but even the one time they did win a Grammy, they really just shit on the Grammys.
Yeah.
Because they said it was, it's just like an art project. Like, who the fuck can grade this? But I was interested to see if they were going to win because they've grown up a little bit over the last. But they lost to the Beatles. Somehow the Beatles beat them in the year 2025.
Did he win a Grammy? Did Eddie Vedder win a Grammy for?
Yes.
He did, right, for that movie. Yeah.
Yes.
What a great
Yeah,
sound.
he won
What a great sound.
Oh, so good. That soundtrack is incredible, especially when you listen to it on vinyl. It's a real beautiful experience. But yeah, he won for the song "Guaranteed," which also comes with a audio only version. There's no lyrics that he released of that, and there's just some like humming and some I don't know what the word is, ungulating. I don't know. So anyway, that was the only thing I cared about from the Grammys. Otherwise, I don't care, and I don't know most of the people that are even mentioned in there or that perform. I'm like, these people are. But for the 35 with us right now and the 100 that were with us before, thanks for skipping the Grammys and joining us. So Eric, you have you put out this email that I read that basically said this is going to be like your language, color and emotion language for future projects. Am I understanding that correctly?
Exactly right. Yeah. Exactly right. Yeah.
Oh, good. Exactly right. Wow, that's good. I even read it twice. And in your post, you said that like it took years of development to really, I guess, solidify down to these 100 emotions.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
And how much of this is influenced by your education, even the education, or is this coming from other art influences, or where is this coming from? Is this just a way to kind of organize your thoughts over the last years as a creator?
So bear with me because this is like the first time I'm actually talking publicly about it.
Yeah.
So
Trying to put you on the spot. I'm just curious about
no, it's fine. I actually had no intention to distribute this in any sort of like widespread announcement, like that was other than the blog, because
I got you.
the language itself is unfinished.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having an alphabet, and you're going to eventually create a catalog of books. I haven't created the books yet. And so that's where I am at this stage. But to answer the question about development, I'm studying. I've been in graduate school for the last year, studying industrial relations, specifically the impact of artificial intelligence, automation, and technology, and the thing, and what those and the impact those have on the future of work.
Crazy, yeah. What
Yeah,
an
and
interesting
so
topic.
yeah, it's meaty, but unfortunately the topic is also broad, so there are things that I have to take that I'm not interested in. And one of those was I was taking this class called
He's talking.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now I can, yeah.
Okay. So I was taking this class called emotional intelligence, and it was basically geared towards teaching you about uh, specifically emotional intelligence in the workspace. But I took it a step further and saw this relationship that I could, because as part of the course you took basically the emotional and the EQ version of an IQ test for your emotions, right? And so I scored low on something called, what the fuck is it called now? Give me a second. It was anyway. It was the ability to distinguish complex emotions within myself.
Oh,
They
interesting.
scored really
Internally.
low internally. I
That's
mean,
probably a separate score than like externally, right? Like being able to recognize somebody else's
I scored so high on that.
Interesting.
That was the disparity.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And intuitively, I've known this, right? I've known that about myself. I can walk through spaces and be around people and have high emotional intelligence for situations and how to react to them. But I don't have a good uh, emotional vocabulary to be able to describe complex emotions within myself.
Yeah.
And so what I mean is everything to me is I'm frustrated or it's annoying or I'm happy, right? And like that
Yeah.
describes a spectrum of things. And I didn't have a language for that. And so from that course, I did a design and visual thinking exercise that over the course of a year, where I played with the idea of incorporating, like using color psychology and emotions, bringing together these two concepts, and then adding things like florography. Have you ever heard of florography?
No, what is that word?
Really popular in the 17th century, but it gives meanings to flowers.
Okay.
And so, like if you presented it was very Victorian. But if you presented a certain flower, it meant something to somebody based on this category of, language. It was sort of pseudoscience. But what I loved about it was it was an opportunity to play with the idea of emotion and color and also object. And so I did this exploration. And I did some research into emotional vocabulary, like academic research into emotional intelligence to learn about what this all meant. Also work with a somatic educator that helps me learn about how I react and interact with things from an emotional level as it impacts the body. And so all of that plays into the development of this vocabulary. So hopefully that sort of
Yeah.
describes where we're at.
When you mention like you're taking a class on AI and how that impacts the workplace, I
Yeah.
think about like when my kid asked me what year did the movie come out that we're gonna watch, and if he 2020, he's like, all right, it's already like an old movie, right? Like it's already outdated. I can only imagine like the criteria for a class like that. Like, is the content like happening? Is it like, are you guys discussing things that are happening in real time, or is there a textbook go which is completely like outdated at this point?
Totally discussing things in real time, but the fact is, the academics are woefully underprepared. Um,
On your, sorry, start over. I think it just broke out for a second there.
yeah, I had something pop up. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So the academics, in my opinion, are in this regard, in relationship to AI, they are woefully underprepared.
Yeah.
Um, like they're talking about topics that we, if we're in this space, have been experimenting with for 5 years.
Right.
And they're just now trying to understand how it's going to impact workers. And so they haven't even had a full, like, they're talking about ChatGPT. I'll give you a for example. I'm going to take a step back. They're talking about how if students ask ChatGPT to write a paper and create citations, that the citations are wrong.
Mm.
That's the level at which they think AI is. What I know is that I could use AI right now to write a paper because I fed it all the information from the course
Yeah.
and only asked it to focus on those resources and to give me MLA citations only from that content. And they don't know any of this stuff yet. And that's high level for us, right? That's not even deep.
Right.
We're
Right.
not,
Right.
and so like I'm at a significant advantage in terms of the topic itself, which I'm grateful for because it makes graduate school a little bit easier.
Yeah. It's kind of meta to think about using AI to write you a paper for an AI class that's a little bit behind. It doesn't even know that that's even probably like, it can't even recognize that this is what it's doing.
They use Turnitin still, and Turnitin is supposed to detect
Right.
um, what's the P word? I'm having a brain fart right now.
Plagiarism.
Thank you. It's supposed to detect plagiarism. Um, it's really terrible at detecting non-obvious plagiarism.
Yeah. You know, my kid who's in high school, his teacher allegedly has told them to use ChatGPT to get a summary of notes for books, and it
I
even
think that's
like
great.
they're giving them instructions to say, ask ChatGPT for summary from pages, 13 to 28, whatever it is. So it's like, I think we're past that point of resistance in some areas of saying like we're afraid of this versus like, okay, how do we make this useful for the kids, or like how do we skip to the good stuff? Maybe that's where we're heading. I don't know.
I use it to have a conversation with the content.
Yeah.
And so, like, let's say that I'm taking this course now on the finances of the economics of human personnel, and I feed an AI the content of the course, and I start asking it questions. I learn faster that way than I do waiting for the professor to respond.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you could like go down your own rabbit holes of that, right? You could say, okay, well, kind of dive down like even one specific topic
Oh,
and
it's
learn more
great.
about that.
It's great.
Yeah, very interesting.
I probably should have waited till I graduated to share this information. But
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, couple of follow-up questions, and then we can move on to
ask away.
less heavy topics. But I think you said there's 18 colors. Is that right?
Nope, there's 100 colors.
100 different colors.
Yeah, 100 different color emotion pairs. And
Okay.
each color emotion pair has 11 attributes. These 11 attributes are defined by a alphanumeric number. So, like, a fear might have a chaos score of 9, and it might have a directionality score of 4. And the reason that this is so general is I wanted to be able to play with the interpretation of these things.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I could do generative work with these scores. I could do, there's it's expansive in so many ways. I just think of it as my palette. But to the 18, there's 18 color palettes that are based on emotional groupings
I see.
within this.
And I guess my last question is like, why did you decide to put this on the blockchain? Like, why does it need to be immutable in some sense?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be by any stretch, unless, like, my vision is simply if I truly like to pull something that 6529 was talking about. Punk 6529.
Yeah.
He talked about how the work that we do in the space as creators is different than digital art. And he had finally, for me, he had sort of verbalized something I've been struggling with internally. I never really wanted to call myself as a digital artist. It never felt true.
Right.
And it wasn't until he defined it as a network artist,
Network artist.
and it clicked. It's like all my work because the work you collect isn't in actually your wallet. I mean, yeah, it's not in your wallet. It's stored in the network. The wallet is just your key to be able to move it around the network.
Sure, that makes sense.
And so once that like mental model, I had that mental model. I had before that mental model came out, I had plans to put this on chain, but I didn't have the right mental model of why that felt right for me. And it was all these things. It was kind of like serendipitous because it all, as I was getting ready to put this on chain, it was like the universe was telling me this is the right direction to go in because now I've got this mental model of network art.
Yeah.
And so if I imagine what my future as an artist is, I wanted to think about what if all of my art was on chain and the DNA of those artworks can also be on chain. And so like we verify ownership through provenance. We verify when it was minted and who minted it. Well, with my primitives, you can also verify its DNA, the artwork's DNA. And
Interesting.
let's say I have a series of, this is imaginative now. Let's say I have a series of PFPs in one place and one of 100s in another, and one of ones on Super Rare. So I have these three collections. Well, there's this meta uh, relationship now between pieces within those collections related to the primitives.
Yeah.
So imagine my whole catalog to be searchable by primitive itself. So now
Yeah.
there's new relationships that are developed across all of my artworks. And that was the thing I was most excited about. On top of that, it's all on chain, um, immutable forever. And I also love that story. Like, I'll be gone from this earth one day, and yet all of my work will be on chain and searchable and composable. And how wonderful is that?
Yeah. Now you're making me, it's like, okay, first of all, I think anytime you create something, you kind of have like this head start of like, here are the colors, right? And what am I feeling? Or like, you kind of have, you called it an alphabet, but you can also think of that maybe as like an encyclopedia, right? Like, okay, I'm feeling this way. What colors can I jump to kind of reflect that? So it's almost like a head start maybe on some projects. And also, I mean, those are building blocks for maybe other people to use if you were kind of into that. Like if I wanted to do something, could I say, all right, let me go explore
Love it.
this primitive color palette here?
I love it. My background is in remix, like in this space.
Yeah.
I made waves with getting in trouble for remixing. So of course, if people wanted to use these primitives to create artworks and relate it back to it, or even build on top of it, absolutely. Like that's part of the fun of putting things on chain
Yeah.
is seeing what other people can do with the work.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm going to explore a little more. I think Exhilaration was my favorite color so far. It's like this like reddish, rosish hue, but I'm excited. All right, so Eric, I'm just going to kind of like reset the room, if that's still a term that people use, because we've got 70 people joining us now, and we did have a big thing happening at the end of tonight's show where we were going to give away 34 NFTs. We were going to give away 4 chumps on Ape, and we're going to give away 30 Rebel Ants. We're going to spin a wheel 34 times. You are more than welcome to sit through that if you want, but we're going to do that at the end of the show.
It's going to be quick.
It'll be quick. So we'll do that at the end of the show. So we just want to welcome everyone to Rebel Ants Radio. Let me just remind everyone how they can really advertisements. We don't ask for super
We have a
chats.
partnership.
We do have a partnership, but nobody's paying us to do this. The only way that we ask for your .io, not .com, .io, and mint a Rebel Ant battle for the colony, because this is our bread and butter of our project here. This is where we're hoping to make waves. This is where we're hoping to give back through battles that will happen between gangs, and the story and the winner of the battle will become from AI. So basically we're going to feed AI the name of 2 gangs that are battling. We're going to tell them I'm winning, so that way you can still pick one, whether it's the more dominant or less dominant, it'll still pick it, and it'll give us a story. And if you're holding one of the winners, then you will be rewarded based on that. So that's what we've got coming up, and we want to get a few 1,555 in the collection. We're almost halfway there, you could say.
21, almost 2,200.
Almost 2,200. So we're on our way to halfway, and again, we just want to reward holders for participating and engaging in these battles. So there's going to be a battle portal where people register their ants for the battle that week, and then we'll do the battle live on the show, assuming the audio works, and then we'll be able to reward our holders. So that is what we're looking to get to in the near future. Hopefully by the end of Q1, early Q2, we'll be able to start doing battles, but it's to your advantage in the most non-financial advice sort of way to hold different rebel ants, that you have different gangs, that you have better chances of winning. The more your rewards are for that. So we'll be giving away 30 of those tonight. We've had a bunch minted over the last couple of days, so we are excited to kind of see that grow into fruition. Well, there's a lot happening. The name of this podcast for this week was January was a busy year in crypto, because there was a lot happening in January. So you guys want to just like chop it up, talk some news? You into that? All right, I'm pull up. You're going to get over it. So Pudgy Penguins announced that they're going to be having a partnership with Pez.
I'm so mad at you. It's not your fault, but I'm still mad.
Bro, we did everything we could. We went live on another channel, and it was flawless. Anyway, so Pudgy Penguins is collabing with Pez. That's exciting.
It's exciting.
Is that a benefit to anyone? What's the bigger picture here? Is this just like them saying, "Hey, we're going to be even more visible"? Like,
yeah, I think Pudgy is just getting more visible. You know what I mean? Now they're really getting into like really big companies out there. You know what I mean? Like Pez is really well known for a long time already.
But you know what? If my kids walked into a candy store, they are not reaching for Pez.
No, they're not.
Maybe with a penguin on it.
But Pez has been around for a very long time. So, I mean, just having them there is just a really big thing for them. I mean, what do you think, Eric, about Pudgies and everything that's been going on lately? I know we haven't talked in a while, but I would like to get your thoughts on like just the whole Pudgy Penguins and how they just flip Bored Ape and everything that's happening with them with Abstract. I don't know if you know anything about Abstract, but there's a lot going on with Pudgies. What do you think?
Well, Pudgy is Luca Nets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genius IP play when he bought it.
Yeah.
I think he saw what Bored Ape saw early on too.
Mm-hmm.
The benefit here is that Pudgies are really cute.
That's true.
And you could put them in the store, and nobody's going to pick up a Bored Ape plushie, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But Pez is nostalgia, right? And the people who have collected Pudgy Penguins are of the age, I believe, who know what Pez is, and so they're playing to their target audience.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I see it.
Part of me thinks, because they had another announcement like today that they are teamed up with amusement parks. So now there will be Pudgies in amusement parks. That's like a game that you can like win a stuffed Pudgy.
Yeah.
But
and you'll be able to buy them too, I'm assuming so. So that's big.
It is big, but I'm also realistic to say this is the announcement, but this has been worked on. This has probably been in the works for a few months. Mm-hmm. So, there's probably many other things in the works right now that we'll find out about slow over time that'll get rolled out. So I don't think like Pez is the big announcement, but it's just more exposure, if nothing else, right? Like, I guess
you don't like Pez? What do you have against Pez?
Bro, does anyone like Pez? I don't know. Like, back in the day, maybe that was the best they could come up with. Candy was Pez. But people do collect Pez dispensers. That's a thing. So I'm curious to see what that'll look like.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope Pez dispenser.
I hope it's delicious candy.
I hope so too. Imagine,
I don't know.
Imagine if they make it some sort of deal where they're able to use Pengu as the buy-in for the candy, or even the
maybe you can claim some Pengu,
even the toys
for getting a dispenser. Yeah, I think a big part of it will be the packaging, and if there's a call to action, is there a QR code? How does this lead to something else? Is this a funnel for anything?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a funnel to follow on Twitter, or I don't know what it is. So I guess I'm interested to see what their thoughts are, because I'm sure, to your point, like Luca has some plan for this, right? This has to benefit them in some way.
He did say, I don't know if you saw the post that I did yesterday, I think it was.
I have you blocked on Twitter, so I don't know.
I hate you so much today. There was a post where he was talking talking smack about mopping everybody in Penguin. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
No, it's pretty cool actually.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's good. It's obvious. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just curious. Like, this seems like such a small play, because again, who's buying Pez? Maybe this will make people buy.
It's big
Pez.
news though.
Is it?
It is. I feel like it is.
All right.
I
I
don't know.
guess
It's a
we'll see what it
partnership, right?
Yeah.
So it's I don't. It's. I guess it's big for Pudgy holders. The more that the brand gets out there, the more value the OG Pudgies have. But I see it as like them just diversifying their IP portfolio.
Yeah, that makes sense. Even the post I have up here that's on the screen just says, "How does this benefit the holders?" Like, this isn't the Pudgy post. This is someone else saying, "How does this benefit the holders?" So yeah, maybe it's just part of the bigger picture, right? So I'm not blind to that, but it is interesting that with this sort of announcement, the announcement about the amusement park, announcement about something else that you mentioned, like the price is down, but the price is down for everything in the last few days. So I think people sometimes expect an announcement to have price go up, but I think we should really be moved past that at this point in our lives.
I don't think so.
Anytime Bitcoin is close to $100,000, I don't ever want to hear anybody say the market is down. Like,
Yeah, right. You
You
zoom
know,
out
I
like
know.
1 year, and you'll be like, "Holy shit! Look at that!" Zoom
Just
out a
like
little bit.
just have a little bit of patience, people.
For
You know?
real. For real. Okay, so speaking of, let me share this post. So speaking of announcements and price go up, let's talk about Burnt Toast taking over as the CEO of Doodle. Said, like, hey, they partnered with Pharrell. They did an animation studio. They got these Grammy-winning artists, and still the price is stagnant or falling. So I think, again, just to that bigger idea that, like, maybe announcements don't equal or partnerships don't equal or reflect the price. But there's still good things happening, right?
For
For Doodles, even. I mean, there's still good things happening with Doodles. This post from Burnt Toast is basically saying we're moving to a vision with strong bias. So it does feel like maybe they need to be, they're going to be a little more aggressive than they have.
yeah, well,
and
they
not
should.
play it safe.
But I'm actually happy that he took back over the CEO
Yeah.
position, because I feel like it was dramatic once he left, or once they both, because I think they both stepped off, right?
Somebody else was right.
It's two of them.
Yeah, it wasn't the two founders as the
No, I'm talking
CEO.
about the two founders.
Yeah, right. They were not the CEO before.
They were not, but they were the head of the whole
Yes.
company at first.
Right.
So when it first happened, it was exciting. It was like adventurous. Now,
Yeah.
once they got very corporate, they got very robotic. It wasn't as good as it was. Don't get me wrong, Doodles. I own a Doodle, so Doodles to 2024 with a bunch of stuff and blah blah blah. Right, but
Quit bragging about your Doodle.
don't hate, bro.
Did you
So-
get your McDonald's cup?
Yeah, we did.
We talked about it. We talked about it. So Kevin has a gripe with that, because he's saying that they should have done a little more, maybe like toys or something. I don't know.
No,
because-
I didn't say that. I said that they should have had some call to action for Doodles. There was no QR code. You look on the cup, it just says Doodles, but you don't know what that is. You'd have to like Google it yourself and try and figure out what is this. There was not a link there. I mean, there wasn't like a URL posted there. There wasn't an ad name. There was nothing to tell you what Doodles was other than this drawing. And I with Miguel, but the first time I went into McDonald's to try and get one, the lady who handed me the cup behind the counter, she's like, "Oh, isn't this pretty, or isn't this cute or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." So it's like the visual part is working, but like, then what?
That's true.
So maybe they'll move into the Pez sector and challenge Pudgy for the ultimate Pez sales.
I'm gonna hear about this Pez thing for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
a little marathon Pez.
The interesting thing here is what you're seeing is, in my opinion, a clear separation from anything crypto. In this,
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah, and what I mean, I guess you know what I mean. You agreed, but it's the right move, I think, because
Yeah,
crypto's toxic in a way to normies. They think crypto's scam.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not there yet. And so you're not going to get McDonald's Happy Meal kids coming in and scanning a QR code for how many ETH is a doodle now? 3, 5,
I
8?
think between 3 and 4, somewhere between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you're talking $15,000. That's past.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is, I think to your point, this crypto Web3 world we live in of this mostly sausage fest, mostly circle jerky. We live in this little vacuum. It's like, all right, if somebody really wants to grow their brand, they do need to step out of this world just a little bit.
Totally.
Yeah.
I thank God for my family who are so normie. Um, most of them don't even mess with crypto at all. A couple of them have Coinbase wallets, not
Yeah.
wallets, Coinbase accounts. And so it's like I get all of the outsider perspective from them because I'm being fed insider perspective all day, every day, because that's where I'm at.
Right. Yeah, what I've learned about myself with the crypto world is like, the more attention you pay to it, like it consumes your world. And I've often lost sight of other things happening in the world. And I think this world is so big, and it's really not. But this is everything. And then when I step away for a little, I'm off Twitter for a few days. I'm like, oh, it's like nothing. It's like this, it's this tiny versus everything else that's actually happening around me.
It's such a dark corner of the internet
Totally.
for some
Still
people.
is.
Totally.
When I found the space in 2019 or 18, we were just minting artworks. I was like, oh, it's the dark corner of the internet. Now it doesn't feel like the dark corner because there's so many people here. But like you're saying, when you zoom out, you realize it still is the dark corner of the internet.
Absolutely. And I think some people, this is all they have, so they look for that community and you could put me in a random Discord group and, this isn't shade on anyone, but like you could just drop me into a random Discord group and I'd be like, oh, this community is amazing. And it's like, it's kind of hard to tell the difference from one to another for the most part. So people connect with their community that they're in, but it's really, I think, you put them in any room and they can probably find something to connect with and reason to go there every day. Speaking of which, join our Discord.
Yeah.
Over at Rebelix.io.
Really bad segue there for me because as you're just pitching your Discord, I'm like, I've cut all Discords.
Yeah. We were not paying attention to it for the last like 2 years, but it really does help bring people in and it keeps them engaged. And it's just another way to get a little more direct access to them versus Twitter, where that timeline moves as fast as anything else. So I think it's just another tool to use. I don't think it's everything and I don't think it's nothing, but I think it's just another tool to use. And again, hopefully, I think for a project our size as Rebel Ants is so small, like mostly Miguel and I, it's a way for us to have some FaceTime with our community and not be as detached as maybe some of these much bigger ones where, maybe the head of the company or the founders aren't in the chat every day the way that he's so engaged with our community. So I give him mad props on that.
Yeah, I mean, I love talking to the community. Plus, they always give good ideas and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I love being engaged. It's my thing.
that is your thing.
I don't like talking to. No, I'm just talking.
It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I'm gonna put up a post here, and I thought this was a scam when I saw this. Miguel, what do you see here? This might be your first time seeing this. I'm curious. I want to get some fresh reaction to you here.
The Party City thing?
Party City, yeah. What is their announcement here?
That they're entering the blockchain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see this. It does look like scam.
It does look scammy, right?
Yeah, but it was real. Did you know it was real?
I knew it was real because, well, I went to their website, and of course there's no reference to it, but it's pinned to their Twitter. And then when you read a little bit more, they're basically saying they're going to use this to try and get them out of bankruptcy. Which I'm like, okay, that's one way to do it. Did you see this, Eric?
No, and this is awful.
It's terrible.
It's basically them saying, hey, we need a lot of money so we can open up again, and we're going to take all the money. So just expect us to take all the money.
In other words, we're going to rug you.
Yeah.
That's basically what they're saying.
It's so crazy.
It's an official rug.
Um,
It's an official rug.
Yeah, it's an
it's
official
a
rug.
very it's a very transparent rug. So where was it here? Like Dex Tools is coming. To go from them. What was it? Here we go. This
The party
token is
never
going.
stops.
This token is going to buy Party City out of bankruptcy. It will only take $400,000.
What? Like
They
what?
just need to sell off enough to get $400,000. Tank the price for everyone else.
All right, let me
It's so
play
crazy that
devil's advocate. Is it possible that this account has been hacked?
It could be.
all of this still for this many days. I don't know.
I don't know.
It could be.
Either that or nobody's paying attention to Party City.
That's a good question. I haven't even clicked on the address, the contract address, to even see what's happening with the price because I'm just not interested. But really, I think it's very funny. And again, like I don't know, it's still up here, so maybe everyone has like closed shop for Party City. I don't know. Does this really go to Party City? Actually, I don't know now. I went to partycity.com, but when I hover over this, I get a little TCO link at the bottom, but it could be Twitter's way.
That is,
Anything
yeah,
in
it's
the
Twitter.
actual website.
I'm gonna click it. Let's see what happens. I think this just goes to partycity.com as just partycity.com.
It smells
Pretty
like
basic.
90s, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely just. See, it's very basic. It's just the basic bankrupt, bro. Like
I know.
let them live.
Let them do whatever they need to do.
Let them pull their rugs. I'm sure somebody's gonna buy in and rug. I am 100% sure people are going to buy in on this.
The thing is, as shitty as this sounds, like 400,000 in the world of like shit coins is nothing.
No, it's
That's
nothing,
like a
yeah.
failing contract, right? Like,
The problem is that they're telling you to your face they're gonna rug you.
so hold on. Do you think this? You still think this is a hack here, Eric?
What I would do, I would take it all the way up to 300 and then sell everything before it gets to 4.
I'm just happy I have more followers than Party City.
Actually, this says they joined, but it says they joined here. To me, this might be when they were starting the contract. This is when they were about to get their act together.
Oh, now it's starting to look a little sus now.
It does. It does.
All right, if you're watching in the audience here, let us know your thoughts. Is this real? Is this
Don't buy. What's the name of the coin?
is it real
Party?
or is it cake?
Is it
That's what
party?
I want to know. Is it cake? Yeah, $ party. I want to know. Maybe I'm being too naive here to think this was a real thing.
Nah, don't.
You know how I protect myself from these scams?
You stay off.
I don't mess with any meme coins.
Right, yeah. That is the best way to do it. I've not had much luck. Other than like Pepe that I bought a long time ago. That's the only thing that's up that I own.
I did so good with Pepe.
You got out?
I got out right at the peak.
At the
I
peak.
did that with Bitcoin once too. It was glorious.
Yeah. That's a good to not lose.
Yeah. I mean, I've lost more than I've won because that's being in the game, But what I mean is,
Sorry, we have a comment here from Life by Design. I know that they're bankrupt. They are bankrupt. They are done. It says the founders are launching a new venture into the blockchain, but it did say that they were going to get them out of
Bankruptcy. Yeah, it says it there.
yeah. So this says, they wanted the token is going to buy Party bankruptcy. So I know that they're already done. I think they closed up before New Year. So
Have you ever shopped in Party City?
yeah, I've got kids. Where do you think we get their Halloween costumes for that we spend too much money on and then get rid of after
Walmart.
one day?
no more.
It's fucking one-time disposable costumes for $50 a pop. Jesus, I hate Halloween.
I don't dress up on it. Where do we go get the swirly things for parties now?
That's a good
Oh,
question.
yeah.
I guess Walmart.
You're right.
I don't know.
Walmart would probably have it.
Yeah.
Walmart has everything, even Pudgies.
When Toys R Us closed, I said, where am I going to buy toys now? But I
I want to keep
Amazon.
throwing this Pudgy thing in his face because he said every time I do it, Eric. That's why I'm doing it.
What thing? The Pez?
No, just Pudgy in general.
Oh, I love Pudgy in general.
Oh, now you want to love
no,
Pudgy?
I don't
This guy.
understand Pez. There's a broader picture, and I'm sitting over here. They're sitting over there. I get it. I just don't understand the effort for Pez.
Yeah, we're still trying to stream on their platform.
Yeah, we are. Speaking of which, Abstract, WTF, bro? We both submitted to be streamers. We want to stream on Abstract.
Did
I
you
would do
submit?
this whole show. Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I gave a plea. I made fun of you. I told them that you're an immigrant trying to survive here in the U.S.
I don't think so.
I didn't say that part. But yes, we do want to stream on Abstract. You played around with Abstract at all, Eric?
No, is that Wearable's new chain?
No. This
This is
is
Pudgy's new chain.
this is the creators of Pudgy, like from the Igloo
Oh.
company.
Yeah.
They created Abstract. It's meant to be a chain focused on consumers, especially outside of Web3, and they built this because that's what they're going to use for a Pudgy world, and their trading card game. It's all going to live on Abstract for very, very low gas fees.
Is it an
Global
L2?
wallet. I'm sorry.
Is it an Ethereum L2? I don't know anything
Yeah,
about it.
it's an Ethereum L2, so there's some good security in there, but they've really gone as low as you can go on gas. I think 70 cents for a transaction, things like that. There are NFT projects popping up on Abstract chain. They have this streaming platform where the currency for Abstract, well, there is an Abstract currency, but there's Pengu, the Pudgy coin, is like the tipping currency on Abstract. So if you're streaming on Abstract, people can tip you in Pengu. It's a lot more seamless than anything else, really. But you have to be accepted as a as a streamer. But they're accepting people who are streaming
a lot of
content.
games too.
Yeah, people streaming just video games, people streaming content outside of Web3. So here we are as Web3ers that have been doing this for over 2 years, despite our technical
Three.
difficulties. And we just want some love. So our plea to Abstract is give us a chance. Come on, we want to have some fun with you guys. We want to experiment. We want to play around. We want to get some Pengu. We want to set up 24/7 streams where Miguel does push-ups all day, and
I don't know
it'll
about
be
all
great.
So I played around with Abstract. It was pretty cool actually. It wasn't bad. Plus, it has like an app store.
Yes,
Did you play around
like
with
a
it? or no?
marketplace.
Yeah, it has
I,
a marketplace.
I've been on it a handful of times.
Yeah.
And I get sad that I'm not allowed to stream on there.
Yeah, I mean the streaming stuff. Someone mentioned on X that it was getting more and more features. So I can't wait to see what that's gonna look like. And I think the reason why they haven't accepted anybody yet because I think they need to expand. I think they mentioned that too.
Yeah.
So they're expanding in the next few days, and then they're gonna accept more people to do more streams. But it looks like the streaming service is actually pretty cool. It's not bad.
Yeah, no, it looks good, and
Yeah, it
they
looks good.
seem to be making improvements regularly. So
I'm not gonna lie though, I do see a lot of idiots there. I'm gonna say it like it is. You know how I am.
Yes.
There's a lot of idiots in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Period.
We could be idiots in there.
No, I like to be an idiot. It's funny, but
There's,
it's a lot in there.
Yeah.
there's a lot of idiots in the Web3 space. So
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah,
Right. There's
that's
no
true.
shortage of idiots.
no
in
offense
Web3.
to idiots out there.
All right. I'm gonna.
Listen, when I was buying Bitcoin in 2010, I was calling idiot 1,000
Oh.
times.
That's
It's
true.
stupid.
First they laugh at you.
They laughed at me.
Wait, do they ignore you first, or they laugh at you first? What is
No,
it, Eric?
they laughed. They laughed. They ignored. They did both.
What's-
Probably.
Oh, that's the same. I have no idea.
Fuck.
Huh?
Yeah.
I
First
thought
they
it was-
ignore
yeah.
you, and first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they
That's
join
exactly how it happened.
Then they fight you. Then I don't know.
My own
Oh,
friends,
right.
to top it
Yeah.
off. It was my own friends.
It's your own friend. I
Who's
have
laughing now, bitches?
I have a little gripe that I just want to share with you guys.
I've
That
been
happened-
holding
yeah.
my bit. You know what?
You are you're the winner in all this.
I am the winner in all
Um,
this. I am going to say it live. I am. Because you know what? I'm very proud of myself for holding my Bitcoin all this time.
I give you a lot of credit because I didn't. I sold nearly all my Bitcoin.
I'm not going to lie. There was times where I almost died. Just thinking about it, about selling it a couple times. Stressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depression happened.
Okay.
There was
Patrick's saying
A
we
lot of
could
things
get.
happen.
Can we get a channel on Roku TV? Can we have Rebel Ants on Roku?
I don't know.
I want that.
Oh,
That's a lot of money.
I want.
that's
is
what
it-
I use to display that thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's Roku.
There's a Roku box there.
Oh yeah. Okay, so DP is saying then they ridicule you, then they admire you. Bro would have all the positivity. Okay, I have one more gripe and then we can move on to some other news, which maybe you guys can relate to since we all live in the same state. On my drive over here, Easy Pass tells me my balance is low. I have sometimes over like $70 in my Easy Pass and it's telling me I have a low balance. And then I also had this happen with Starbucks. I had like $30 in my Starbucks app, and it tells me like your balance is running low. Do you want to
You're
renew? It's
broke.
like,
That's what it means.
no, what the fuck? $30
It's
is
you're broke.
running low. $70 is running low.
You're
like
broke.
they just want you to feed them money for no reason. $70 is plenty for me to get to
It's
your
never
house.
done that to me.
It cost me like $3 to get to your house.
It's
You're
never
telling me
done that to me.
$70 is low, and I need to refill.
It's never done that to me.
That is some jacked up shit right there.
You
They
broke.
want that prepaid money.
They do, yeah. They need it. They need that
That's
money
all
now.
float to them. That's
They're
all
trying to
float
pay-
to them. Yeah.
They're trying to make payroll before Monday. You know.
They upped,
Eric, how are
so-
your projects doing? By the way,
which projects?
all of them.
Yeah, that's
Let's start with the rabbit. Down the rabbit hole.
Start down. Yeah.
everything second realm related is done. Closed.
Everything. Oh, it's closed.
Oh, it's closed. Okay.
Yeah, shut it all down. I just felt like I wasn't able to deliver what I wanted to, and it wasn't good quality enough. I don't have a team; it's just me.
Yeah.
And so I was already shifting towards moving away from Second Realm, which was the pseudonym I came into the space with many years ago. And I did that, and I haven't minted anything in over a year to create a gap between Second Realm and what I'm going to deliver as Eric going forward.
Wow. I'm sure that wasn't easy to kind of close the door on those things. So I give you a lot of credit.
For 30 something years, Second Realm, the identity was part of my life. So, and then I grew a little bit of a name for myself, and I was so proud of that in the NFT space. But it was the right time. Like, itself belongs in a capsule because what I did under that pseudonym was important work, but it doesn't reflect who I am today. And I'm so glad I can encapsulate it in that Second Realm box.
Yeah.
But,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Eric, we've got a couple of comments that you're echoing. I don't know if you have headphones, if that's a thing that you have.
Check.
I don't know. I can
I-
hear you just
give me one
fine.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is the echo bad?
I don't know. Somebody's saying that.
I don't know. I can hear you fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
On
Fine.
our
I, don't,
end,
I
yeah.
don't know what's happening on the stream though. That's okay.
By
So-
the way, I do have headphones on. You just can't see.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. All right. Good. So, is there anything upcoming that you're able to share with us? Moving
Project-wise, I don't have anything.
Primitive.
Oh, sorry, I'm moving this away. Project-wise, I don't have anything. I'm going to be mostly art focused for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. I just try. I mean, the primitives. That's 2 years of like work for me. It's monumental. I know for some it might just be like words on a screen with color, but for me, there's like so much behind it and so much. It's going to happen in the future. So that's why I didn't really want to do like a major announcement because it's really just a foundation. It's a framework for what happens next.
Well, you've always been very like successful on stuff like this, so I'm sure that your whatever it is that you're doing, I'm sure the foundation and everything that you're gonna build on top of that, I'm sure it'll be great, and it'll be cool for you to come back on and talk about it and see how it's moving. I mean, I remember I have one of the punks that you made.
Oh, the
which I
unofficial.
love. It's one of my favorite NFTs.
Yeah, actually, I've got a handful. I think I might
Yeah.
have 9 or
Literally
more
one of my
those.
favorite NFTs
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
Those are some of my
So
favorites
cool.
too.
Yeah, those were good times.
I'm sure. Do you do you like Magic Eden?
I don't play with it.
No.
Nope.
What do you use now? Still, just OpenSea?
To buy?
Yeah.
Well, I buy so rare.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
No, I think like so
No,
rarely.
So
no,
rare.
yeah, sorry, yeah, I buy so rarely. Yeah, I'm not, and I've said this for years. I'm not a collector.
Mhm.
I'm a creator. I collect by virtue of being in the space, but I'm not really great at collecting. But I would use OpenSea. It's what I'm most comfortable with. I recently just bought back into Crypto Skulls. I got my old skull back, which I wanted for, I had to sell,
Nice.
and so I got it back. And then I bought myself a Moonbird.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the reason for that is I think that that is a better IP play for Yuga. I think it's cuter than a Pudgy, so hopefully they can do puffies one day.
Interesting. Yeah, I think now is an interesting time to get a Moonbird, right after all
Right
the
now,
news
yeah.
settled down. So I guess
mean,
dollar wise, this is probably the best time. to
The
get one.
NFT world is down 39% right now.
From when
Right now, this very moment, 39% now,
compared to what?
compared to a couple weeks ago when everybody was mooning.
Yeah,
39% is a lot.
it is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like crypto's still up. Like Eric said, it's just you gotta zoom out. People are panicking because Bitcoin it's at what 98 today,
No, it's like
96.
95.
5, and people are panicking on a roar. Why?
Oh, 91. Whoa, big drops. I like
It's
it.
still 91.
You know,
Like,
as
why are
somebody
people
who's not
complaining
buying or
about?
selling, I just appreciate the volatility because I think it's newsworthy when it goes down, and it's newsworthy when it goes up, and I enjoy the ride.
Yeah, but people shouldn't be complaining about
That's
it.
true.
It was less than a cent when it first started. It's at $91,000. What are you complaining about? Stop complaining. Just buy it. Don't buy the whole thing. It's
All right. Have either of you guys heard about Towns? Are you familiar with Towns, Miguel? Have you heard
No.
this?
no.
Eric, have you ever heard of Towns?
Can hear you now.
No, now we can't hear you. There's no audio.
No.
You've-
audio.
Okay.
You've abandoned us.
Yeah. No, I was changing my headphones because for those in the audience, I was using headphones.
Yeah.
I am using new headphones now. I can still hear the echo, so I'm wondering if it's just my end, the audio that's terrible.
No, you sound good to us. So, okay. So, Eric, have you ever heard of Towns? Towns.com?
No.
Okay. You know, speaking of domain cost, I can't imagine how much they paid for this domain, but Miguel, have you ever heard of Towns?
No, I told you no already.
I'm trying to like restart the segment. Can you fucking play along?
I hate you today. So much.
You are the worst improv partner.
You know what? At some point, we're gonna get this audio right, so that I'm not mad at you anymore. And maybe you can get a new laptop if you get
I would
it
love to.
right.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. Ready?
Go ahead.
Miguel, have you ever heard of Towns?
I have not.
Eric, have you ever heard of Towns?
I have not.
Okay, so Towns, I have a feeling that there's a gold mine here, and I'm not the first one to discover this by any means. But as I've been learning more about Towns, I get more excited about this. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this post that I came across, and let me put it up on the screen here. Let's see. Make it a big boy, and we're gonna throw it up there. Okay, so this is a post by CoinBilly_. And it says, a lot of people have been asking me what Towns XYZ is and how I got involved. So here's the story and why I'm bullish on Towns. It's a private and secure on-chain messaging app shop for all things crypto and community. Think chatting, trading, minting, tipping, gating, networking, etc. So if I were to say to you right now, Miguel, how can we have a private gated community for rebels? What would we go to? What would be our platform or the application that comes to mind?
Discord.
Discord. But it's not really like, first of all, it's not on chain. And it's only private if like hide the link or something, right? Like you'd still give the link out.
Yeah.
So, and you can't charge crypto for people to join it, right? You can't gate it that way.
You can. If you really wanted to.
Okay, right. Like DM
Sure,
someone, be like,
I'm
send.
sure there's a
here's
bot
my
out there
address.
for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So, what Towns is doing, and they've raised over $50 million. They're backed by A16Z, so they definitely have like going on. They have an entire protocol, and So let's see here. Imagine accruing rewards for doing things you do everywhere else. Imagine not having to jump between apps and not needing to have 20 tabs open to have fun and make money in crypto. So they created their own protocol for others to build communication apps too on top of Town. So let me show you just a little bit about. Let me share my screen here. Hold on. Stand by. Okay, so this is the Towns app, and I made a little Rebel Ants Town. Okay, and it looks sort of like Discord, where there's chatting and things like that, right?
Okay.
But if I go out, well, actually, if I go up to where do I have this option here? So under my town, I named it. It has an address, so anything that happens in towns is on the blockchain. Okay. I can receive tips, and I can edit the membership settings. So I can edit who can join. So I can say anyone can join this town, or I can based on digital assets. So what's in your wallet, or based on certain addresses. Think about like a whitelist or a loud list, right? Or I can set a price. So I can say you can only join this community if you pay whatever the amount is. So whether, maybe you're the kind of guy that gives out alpha and you're like, here, come join my town, but you just have to pay like this membership fee. And you can set the max number of memberships. So within here, you have channels, and then you can chat right within here. And then there's tipping. So you can, if I go back out to towns, I can see other towns that are created, so I can try to join them. Hold on, let's try again.
I mean, I like the fact that you can tip.
Yeah.
I don't know. I pay you to listen to you though.
Well, it may not just be that. Hold on, I'm trying
Unless
to.
you're like really, really big and famous, and people want to like gravitate to that.
Yeah, I joined this other one that was free to join. That I saw a video. But this one has, you can see there's 25 members, and again, there's just different channels you can enable. Again, you can enable tips and things like that. I'm trying to go back out to towns.com. The messaging is end-to-end encrypted, and again, gated or open to everyone. And I just think it's a good way to kind of bring together a lot of things, a lot of different tools that people use, and give a little more power to the creator of that town. And if anyone, I'd be interested to see what this could look like if we were to kind of build up towns.
It's free right now.
It's free to set up. So I set
I mean,
up.
it's free for some people to
Oh
join.
yeah, right. Open to anyone right now. We could close it off, and you can set the number of members, and like that cost is good for like 1 year. But I do think it's an interesting concept. And again, the protocol that they're building on top. So if you go to towns.com, they have a very nice website which they just relaunched. So membership is immutable on chain. Keep more of what you earned, and it's owned by the members. So spaces created looked like 200. End-to-end encryption, decentralized messaging, programmable spaces, ownable communication. It's a very nice layout. Everything looks very pretty. And I don't know. I just think there's some these huge companies.
Who's backing them?
Like I said, A16Z framework and a couple of other names that I'm familiar with. And the developer side of it, the protocol. Let's click this for the. Can I share this tab? Hold on.
So anyway,
Is that it's a place to control, to gate your members with communication.
and it's Web3 based.
It's everything is on chain. So all the communication is end-to-end encrypted, whereas I don't think Discord is that way. And this allows you to really build up an ecosystem for yourself.
So
that you can
basically,
control.
it's just a Web3 Discord.
It's a Web3 Discord, but it gives you more control because it's on the blockchain. You can validate things in the wallet. This membership, you can limit those things. So like I said, I think it's bringing together a few things. I don't know if this will be the end all solution of something like that, but I do think it has legs, and I am excited to watch it happen. This tab instead. Okay, so at Towns Protocol, and I think also at Towns. Let's see, big news.
I think it's good. I just think it's ahead of its time right now.
That's what I'm worried about. I think it might be trying to do too much at once, but I think that's where we're going towards. I think communities do
pretty sure,
belong.
yeah.
I think Web3 communities belong on chain. Is really what I'm saying.
I think
And
everything
right
belongs
now
on
they're.
chain.
Yes, I agree with that. Eric, is any of this resonating about like where this could lead to for potential benefits? Hold on, I think
I put myself on mute again. I like to see a lot of the experimentation in the space. So
Yeah.
I recently just tweeted about how I think platforms are beginning to think about the UX problem we've been having.
Right.
It's sort of like builders have shifted toward the direction of thinking about, oh, we actually have to have users who use this now. And that's a good sign. I don't know whether Towns is going to make it or not. I mean, it just looks like a decentralized clone of Discord. Usually when something is a X version of something that already exists, you rarely see it like move the needle. Except Google maybe, like, you know, one of those where it was like, oh, but Facebook too, I guess. I don't know. I guess it doesn't. I guess it'll matter.
You know, just speaking of social media,
Somebody's gonna buy them. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like an acquihire.
Swallows up. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think, okay, so let's talk about Facebook for just a second, because I think, if I said to you, is Facebook going to be around forever, what would you say?
Facebook?
Yeah, will it be around forever?
No.
No. What do you think, Miguel?
It has to evolve, I think.
I think people thought at some point this was the end all be all of social media. How could anything bigger than Facebook? And I think that wasn't the right question, because you see these spin-offs that have the slightest of differences, right? If you think about what is Instagram compared to Facebook, it's obviously picture based. What was TikTok compared to that? What are these other? What is Snapchat compared to that? Like all these other social media platforms, they exist because they're offering something
People still use
slightly
Snapchat?
different. People trust me, people still use Snapchat.
Yeah, the Generation Alpha and Gen Z are
Oh, yeah.
huge Snapchat users.
Absolutely, yeah.
Really?
My kids, yeah, his entire
I used to
his
have
friendships
Snapchat,
exist on Snapchat.
And I just deleted the app. I thought it sucked.
Okay, well, it's not for old people like you.
That's
not
because
boomers.
you're a boomer.
Exactly.
Is that what it
But
is?
but even MySpace fell, right? At some point,
Yeah.
MySpace was it. But all these things evolve, and to your point, Eric, if Web3 is the future, which I think in many ways it is, not to sound cliche, it's like, well, things need to exist on Web3, not just kind of touch or play around in it. So I think providing those services on Web3 and leveraging the benefits of what Web3 offers, such as these gated things based on what's in your wallet, right? Like it's really hard to do that on a Facebook, or it doesn't exist outside of Web3 really, other than just paying with a credit card for your membership somewhere. But I think
Interesting.
this
That's interesting.
allows a little bit more, and I'm excited to see where it goes. That's what I'm saying. Like there's something here, but I don't think it's there yet. But I'm excited to kind of follow along.
Now that you mentioned that, it would be cool to see that within the abstract thing.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because you can tip an abstract with Pengu.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like something like this would work within that.
I have such a visceral reaction to tipping.
Don't be a hater.
It's just
I don't tip I don't tip on anything. I
I've
mean,
tipped.
I don't mean like not in person, but like Web3 wise. Like I don't tip creators on X. I don't
have.
tip streamers. I don't know. That's just not my thing
That's because
Yeah.
you are always
because
broke.
I'm poor.
No,
Where-
but I've
Yeah.
tipped like, for example, Doge when it was like really big on X.
yeah.
Like I used to have that tip thing, tip wallet. And I used to tip people with it
Yeah.
all the time.
Did they know they were getting tipped in Doge?
Yeah, you get a notification telling you did.
I'm okay with tips. Like by all means tip. But if you want to tip me, Tip me in something that's valuable. Don't tip me in something that you got for free. That
That's
just
fair.
I'm gonna send you some Doge.
you know.
Well,
Right.
Doge is pretty valuable
Right.
right
Don't
now.
send me your shit.
Kevin, I sent you a message. I was just curious if you got it.
Oh, sorry. I will check.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Yeah. See here.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the other thing, Eric, that we didn't share about Abstract that they're doing differently is something called the Abstract Global Wallet, the AGW, and they have found a way, which I think did exist before, but maybe this is the most seamless way, that you can set up a wallet like using an email, and so everything is not seed phrase based. The Abstract Global Wallet, I think, is going to help onboard people, which again is it's focused on consumers and bringing people from Web 2 into Web 3, and that wallet allows you to kind of recover passwords and sign in as an email instead of needing to like figure out how to set up a wallet and write down your seed phrase and put it in like a safety deposit box that will not be ruined when your house burns down, all that stuff. So I think that is one of the other cool things that Abstract is doing, that yes, it would be cool to have a membership system like this, a place to create communities on Abstract. So
Yeah.
this is built on Base.
Well, I think Abstract's also making it easy for people to join Web3. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Once
that is true.
once the mental model is for people that it's just an app and they get to join in, and it doesn't have like it's abstracted to, not to use the term abstract, but it's I think it's genius that they're using that. It's abstracted away from the L1 and L2 layers so much that terms like Web3, NFT, crypto, none of that needs to be front of mind for people to use it. That's going to be the killer app for this space.
Yeah, I think so. That would definitely be a killer. The thing is that it's just, I don't know, Eric, you might need to sign on to Abstract and take a look at it, but
I'm going to check it out.
it's very it's just very easy to use.
Yeah,
Once you sign up, it creates a wallet for you automatically, and then it just kind of points you in like the right directions and things to do. So I think it's just the way of Luca onboarding people into.
I think it's the right way to do it.
No, he's doing things right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
All
I
right,
like to
I got one more. Yeah.
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say I like to just to piggyback on what you were saying about the evolution of products. You see the small incremental changes, right? And they create an improvement upon something that already existed before. We're finally at a point in the space, I think, that we're going to see some of that. It's because we're moving towards this. We need to solve the UX onboard issue, and it's good. Like Abstract is probably I haven't seen it. I saw a bunch of stuff online, but there's so much that happens in this space. I haven't seen how I haven't played with it yet, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's cool, and the thing is that they're still building on top of it. So there's still a lot more features and more things that they're gonna release and do. That is just gonna make it cooler and easier for people to just join and like it. Like it's not hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of taking a lot of the things that we're already doing in Web3, and again,
Putting them together. Yeah.
putting them together. It's creating this marketplace for the end to end, for NFTs to live, for things to be sold, for games built on. So, all right, I'm going to show you guys one more thing that caught my eye, and then we can do our giveaway. So, Ramp X. Miguel, are you familiar with Ramp X?
Yeah.
You are. I know you are. Familiar with Ramp X?
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay, so Ramp X is a product from the PG Group, which is the group behind Jirasan, the NFT project. They have many other products out there, some really great ones.
Sure.
Shout out to Sean. BullX is one of their more popular ones as well. They also have Swiper and a few others. But Ramp
Flash
X,
X.
Flash
Amazing.
X, yeah. This one is really interesting. And this got posted today? No, 2 days ago at 10
days ago.
a.m. It's a post on Twitter that says probably nothing, and you can follow them at RampXApp APP. And what's happening in this video is there's a chat bot where somebody is just typing swap this currency to this much of this currency, and it says, okay, here it is, hit confirm, and it's done. So it's this really easy, seamless way to convert currency, which I think is really crucial where we're living, where there's so many chains and people want to get in and out of these meme coins. If this is what they're trying to sell, they're trying to make money on flipping coins. But again, even just the ease of not having to go back into MetaMask and do it or something, right? So I think a product like this for the people in the trenches is extremely valuable. This is not a Web2 normie tool, but for the people in Web3, the people who are converting currencies,
It's an amazing tool.
this is like the way to do it, right? This is the least amount of, and I think that's what we need more of in this world is the least amount of friction.
So you have to
think
you have to
Rampex
connect your
is-
wallet to it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you do connect your wallet, and then
I mean, that was a dumb question. I realized that.
chatbot basically.
that was a dumb question.
I guess so. If you're having to do something with your money, that is true. So anyway, so this caught my eye. This got me excited, and I'm looking forward to play with this in the near future. Okay, I think that those are all the tabs I had open for today. Should we get to our giveaway, Miguel?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let me share this tab. So, Eric, thank you again for joining us. You are welcome to stay on. We're going to click through this amount, not seamless, in a minimal amount of time. We're going to try and give away.
Everybody listening, are they ready? Are they ready? And
All right, so there's 100 names in here. Miguel, can you remind us how they got their names in here?
they had to join Discord. It was the first 100 that joined Discord were in the race to win the NFTs.
And we're giving away 4 chumps on Ape.
We're giving away 4 chumps, and we're giving away 30 rebels.
Okay, what happened is we're going to spin this wheel 4 times for the chumps. And then as we get into the 30 for the rebel ants, if you win, you'll be removed, so you can't win 2 rebel ants. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, the spinning
Let's do it.
begins. So for the first chumps, is,
Wait. We got,
oh,
oh, never mind. You already did.
so embarrassing.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, I don't know.
Gandalf the dolphin.
Gandalf the dolphin
Over
chumps
chumps.
on Ape.
Yeah.
Is there something else you want to say before you interrupt?
No,
me?
you're good. You're good.
No, do you want to interrupt me again?
No, never mind. Go ahead. Go.
All right, number 2, winner of a chumps, Old White Ape.
Old
Congratulations.
comps.
All right, let's go for our 3rd chumps on Ape. Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Quack. Congratulations, Quack, on winning a chumps. Okay, last chumps on Ape, and a reminder to give a follow to @chumps_on_ape. That's chumps with a Z. And also give that follow to Saints of LA. And the winner is Silly Girl. All right. I have listened to a lot of Silly Girl lately on the Saturday Good Vibes Saturday show
Silly
that
Girl?
Martech does. Yeah. She's
Okay.
always in there. So good for her. We appreciate her support and joining our Discord also. Okay, are you in the 30 Rebel Ants giveaway?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, number 1. The winner is Paul. Congratulations. You
All
just got
right.
removed. Okay. Next up, we've got McRoo. Congratulations. By the way, Eric left. We appreciate Eric stopping by.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, it goes to Anton13 Sunrust. What do you think that is?
I don't know.
Somerset? Okay.
Sunrest.
Sunrust. I like it. All right. Banana apple. Ban apple.
Ban apple.
Banana apple.
Ban apple.
Banapple.
Banapple.
That's what she said. All right. Tyke 2222. Congratulations.
Do you even know how many you have so far? Okay.
You see, it says there were 9 results so far. This is the 10th result, and it goes to Ramu123. Ramu in the
Ramu.
house. Bye-bye. You got removed, Ramu. So that was 10 results, and 4 of them were chumps. So that means I hope you have some coffee to get you through the rest
Nah,
of this.
keep going. You keep talking instead of pressing the button.
People like to hear me talk.
They don't.
Kim
They hate you.
0797.
They hate you for not giving them audio.
They have audio.
Now they have audio.
Next up for the Rebels 2, Virgo 188.
Can't wait to tell Casey about this audio again.
Oh, we're done.
No, I already
we're
told
done
him.
with Evie. Endizada, congratulations. Next up for Abel Ant. Here we go. The real Gessler.
The real
Congratulations.
Gessler.
Congratulations. We rocking here. We moving. We giving away ants. Ants are dropping like flies. Fu Manchu Crypto.
It's such a pretty cool name.
That's a good name. Next up, winner of a Rebel Ant is 4026. Congratulations.
26.
All right, next up, Rebel Ant winner coming to you, Killer 6IZ. You think that's pronounced some other way?
Killer 6.
Killer 6. Killer 6. Next up, winner is Boschko.
Bashka, okay.
And the next winner of a Rebel Ant goes to Rabbit. 0x Rabbit X. We'll just call it Rabbit. And the next winner of a Rebel is Zaylor9381. Congratulations. The next winner of a Rebel Ant. Oh, that's not a name. 00.61. Is that your IP address? What? Just kidding. That's not how IP addresses work. All right, next up, we've got the winner, Crypto Comet 10. Congratulations on winning your very own Rebel Ant Battle for the Colony. Next winner is Fazo2055.
Phaso.
Fazo in the house. Congratulations. And the next winner is Noland11. Or Noland 11. What do you think?
No land 11.
I don't know which one you picked.
No
a
land.
No land?
I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm going to go with Noland.
Let's keep going.
We're moving. We got 24 results already. Number 25, Cheddar. Congratulations on your very own Rebel Ant Battle for the Colony. Next up, the winner is Paul__Lazar. Congratulations on
names are
your
crazy.
very own Rebel Ant. Next up, Crypto_Naptic. I don't know what that word is. Congratulations, Crypto_Naptic.
So New Light's asking how it was is that it was a thing that we did that if you joined Discord and you're 100, you were entering to the drawing. But there is another one. There's another giveaway going on that started yesterday.
There is another giveaway going on that started yesterday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it once you're done spinning.
Okay. Allow me to continue here. We have a few more to get through. The next winner is Tichu. Congratulations, Tichu, on your very own Rebel Ant Battle for the Colony. Next, Tyrannix111. All right. The next winner is... Oh, Twisted Dragon.
Oh, Twisted, you
We
won.
appreciate Twisted Dragon's support.
Twisted's the man. Shout out to Twisted. He's
Shout
out there
out to
somewhere.
Twisted.
I'm sure he's gonna see this.
He is going to see this. Justin's 828 or Justin S. Hard to say. We don't know. We don't know if it's Justin or Justin's. Next up, we have 3 more to go. Captain Manny, congratulations on your very
Captain
own
Manny.
on your very own Rebel Ants Battle for the Colony. We have 2 more to go. Next up, the winner is Mark_333. That's my boy. Who that is. And last but not least, the winner is Julius Stark. Congratulations,
Oh,
Julius
Julius.
Stark.
That's my guy.
Julius
Shout out to Julius.
is great. Great loyal member of the Saints as well. We appreciate his support and side of things too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all 34 winners, and we will, I don't know, what do we do now? We reach out to them?
Yeah, reach out to them. So just send me that copy and paste and I'll reach out to them.
I've already cleared the list.
No, you didn't. You
watched,
sulked there.
No. You have to rewatch the stream and
You're
write it
out
down.
of control. No.
All right, congratulations to all 34
Congrats, everybody.
winners. We do not
Congrats.
have any duplicates from the chumps, and so
So the first 4 are chumps. Away stuff.
You're very
Not
good
to
at
you
giving away
though.
stuff.
You're never getting a new
I
laptop.
don't want anything. I
No,
just want,
no, you
I
do
think
want-
this is my last
I know
show.
you-
Thank you, everyone. This has been a great
No.
run, and
Nope.
farewell from here.
No.
Thank you very much.
He definitely wants a new laptop, but he's not gonna get it until he gets the audio right. When we start the show, if he gets the audio right, then maybe I'll give him a new laptop.
This is a lot to ask.
What are you talking about? No.
I clearly don't know how to do it. I thought we did it. You could go on to my personal YouTube channel and watch the fact that we did it.
Uh-huh.
Nothing changed from the time that we
A
went
lot
live,
changed.
other than
A lot
EV
changed.
Mux
It
sucked.
didn't work.
EV Mux were breaking up. We might have to move
It
back to
did not
StreamYard.
work.
Oh, I do not like StreamYard, but we might have to try them again. I can't live like this anymore. Anyway,
I don't know.
listen, we have 142 people watching.
47.
147. Do you want to tell them how to be entered into the next raffle?
Put it up on X.
All right, let me pull it up on X. Can you talk while I'm doing it?
No, you're the one who likes talking.
Oh my
You
God.
just said that. That
No,
people
I
like
just-
hearing your voice.
I just resigned.
You will never resign, bro.
I
Never. You are my slave forever
turning in
until you get this damn audio
okay.
right.
we
We can't be seen on app if we get accepted to Abstract
Well, don't
with
worry.
no audio.
we don't stream on Abstract because this guy right here, Finn, don't
Finn,
show no
hook
love
us
to
up.
us.
Damn.
Come on, Finn.
I like Finn actually. Finn's cool. He'd be posting a lot of
Yeah,
cool shit.
He's very, he's a good cheerleader. Anyway, what should I Lance?
No,
How does this
seriously,
work?
accepted or not, Finn's pretty cool.
All right, I'm pulling up Rebel Ants.
Oh my god, here we go.
This is so embarrassing.
guy.
So, all right. Miguel, we have another giveaway going on. We have it up here on the screen if you follow at Rebel Ants on X, formerly known as Twitter. And first of all, when does this end? Like, how fast should people be acting?
Read it. Read what it
Oh
says.
my God. What kind of improv partner are you? I'm throwing it over to you.
No.
Now
read
you
it.
gotta say something. Okay. All right. $333 ETH giveaway to 5 winners. The next 100 plus people who mint 3 or more Rebel Ants.
This is your punishment.
If you mint 3 or more Rebel Ants, you can be entered into this raffle giveaway. So the prize breakdown is as follows. Of the $333, 2 people will each get $100 in ETH. 2 people will each get $50 in ETH. And 1 lucky winner will get $33.00 in ETH. Now, here's how you can enter. First, mint at least 3 Rebel Ants. Secure your spot in an ETH drawing and get ready to win big. We're rolling until we hit a minimum of 100 spots. What does that mean, a
Sound
minimum
like a
of
lot.
100 spots?
Sound like a lottery guy.
What does it mean that we're rolling until we hit a minimum? Do you mean a maximum of 100 spots?
Yeah.
But you said minimum. Those are kind of the opposite.
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay. You guys should see the text message exchanges between us where he asks for something using the completely wrong word, and I have no idea what
That's
the fuck
because
he's talking
this
about.
guy.
And I'm expected to know what he's talking about. Same shit. It ain't the same shit, brother. Minimum, maximum ain't the same fucking shit.
It's the same
Get
shit, guys.
a dictionary.
It is the same shit. It's just Kevin doesn't know the lingo. He needs to learn the lingo.
Yeah.
It's not in
Spanglish?
tune. I gotta get him more into social media because he just didn't understand anything
Ugh,
anymore.
that's
It's
true.
like he's like 60.
I've,
It's like a 60-year-old
I've
walking
resigned.
around.
Anyway,
Kevin's
so,
like a 60-year-old guy just putting together stuff here on the computer and audio. Still sucks at it.
basically the first 100 people to mint 3 or more ants, how do they get entered into the lottery?
They have to win. They have to win. They
They have to win to be entered in. Here we go again.
No,
do they
they have-
join Discord?
They
What do they do?
have to mint 3 ants.
Huh?
$24.
Yes,
About $24.
a little less now because everything's
A little
down.
less because everything is down. Yeah.
Okay, and then what happens? What if I, Joe Schmo, mint 3 ants, going over to rebelants.io,
Uh-huh.
and then I click mint? Now what?
Uh huh. What do you mean? That's it. You're entered.
Okay, do I need to join Discord?
You don't have to do anything else. You just got to mint.
How do I know? How do you, Miguel, know who all the minters are?
What do you mean Etherscan?
Okay, but they don't all have a Twitter name associated with them for you to reach out to
They
them.
have a wallet address.
Uh-huh.
You grab the wallet address. You go on.
That's it. You're
OpenSea
going
or
to do it
whatever.
blind. These blind airdrops.
There's a million ways I could find out who it is behind the wallet.
A million ways.
I'm not gonna discuss how
You're all
I
being
do all
watched
my crazy
anyway.
stuff. But yes, I can find out.
My crazy stuff. Good point.
No, they should join Discord. I should have put that on there. or send me a message. I mean, if you're obviously
Stop changing
minting,
the rules.
if you're
Stop changing
minting,
the
you're
rules.
probably already
Yeah.
part of our X account.
It wouldn't make sense for you to be a holder of Rebel Ants and not be part of the Discord, because this is where you get the alpha.
Join the Discord.
This is where you get great content, great bickering between Miguel and I.
Complaining.
Should I follow Rebel
not-
Ants? I
it's
don't
not-
even follow Rebel Ants.
What are you talking
Not
about?
good.
This guy. I'm going to kill him. No, I'm not.
Oh,
He's got his audio right though,
oh boy.
for sure.
All right. I think that about wraps it up.
Look at my hair. My hair is acting crazy right now.
You are still drunk. So,
It's all right.
all right, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I'm not gonna lie. I did go for a few beers today.
Yeah,
I
you
did. Right after church this morning. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you to your face and to the 150 something people watching. I went to church this morning, and then after church, it was like 11. I went to get some beer with some friends. I hate you so much.
Keep going. Keep talking.
No, you know what?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
I hate him.
Give us a follow
I
on
hate
X at Rebel Ants. Head over to rebelants.io where you can mint your very own Rebel Ants Battle for the Colony for 0.0025 ETH, which is about $7 and change right now. The more ETH drops, remember, the cheaper your ants are, so you're welcome.
right.
You're welcome.
By the way, the bounties are still out there. There's some bounties still out there.
The bounties are still out there. Tell us
Yeah.
more, Miguel.
There's Moon Ant still out there. No. Take me off of that so we can show people it's out there still. You still haven't even put it on there yet.
How would I? Okay.
You
Head over
suck.
to rebelants.io.
You suck, bro.
You will see a beautiful picture of the moon ant right over here. This good-looking fellow here. Let's pull.